back, George.
You see it.
The casting process for A Place in the Sun, a 1951 movie, was a careful selection of talents that brought together a remarkable ensemble. Montgomery Clift was chosen for the lead role of George Eastman due to his ability to portray complex emotions, which he demonstrated in his breakthrough role in Red River. Elizabeth Taylor, who played Angela Vickers, was selected not only for her beauty, but also for her acting range and the chemistry she shared with Clift. The role of Alice Tripp, portrayed by Shelley Winters, required an actress who could convey a sense of vulnerability and determination. Winters' previous work had shown her ability to handle dramatic roles, making her a perfect fit. The chemistry between the three leads was tested during read-throughs and screen tests, which confirmed the intuition of the casting directors. George Stevens, the director, was known for his meticulous approach to casting. He believed that the success of a film depended largely on the right actors in the right roles. For A Place in the Sun, Stevens took his time to ensure that each character was portrayed with authenticity and depth. The result was a film that resonated with audiences and critics alike, earning 6 Academy Award nominations and 2 wins.
You excuse me, I'll pack.
Goodbye, George.
Bye, George. Hadi mako aloha.
George Stevens, the director of A Place in the Sun, was known for his meticulous attention to detail and his ability to elicit natural performances from his actors. The film is an adaptation of Theodore Dreiser's novel An American Tragedy, and Stevens aimed to create a faithful yet cinematic interpretation. Stevens' approach was deeply influenced by Italian neorealism, a film movement that emphasized realistic depictions of the everyday lives of ordinary people. He incorporated this style into A Place in the Sun by using location shooting and natural lighting, which gave the film a gritty, authentic feel. Stevens' collaboration with the cast was also noteworthy. He worked closely with Montgomery Clift, Elizabeth Taylor, and Shelley Winters, encouraging them to explore their characters' emotions and motivations in depth. This resulted in nuanced, compelling performances that added great depth to the film. The director also worked closely with cinematographer William Meller and production designer William Flannery to create the film's visual style. The use of wide-angle lenses and deep focus gave the film a sense of spatial continuity, while the muted color palette reflected the characters' emotional states. In addition, Stevens' innovative use of music added emotional resonance to the film. The score, composed by Franz Waxman, was used sparingly but effectively, heightening the drama and underscoring the characters' emotions. Overall, Stevens' directorial vision for A Place in the Sun was characterized by his commitment to realism, his collaborative approach to working with actors and crew, and his innovative use of visual and auditory elements to create a rich, immersive film experience.
Told he can be very charming. Anyway, I put him on my right tonight to make sure he won't run away.
Well, my boy, I want you to know I'm proud of you, the way you've been getting...
A Place in the Sun is a classic Hollywood movie released in 1951, starring Montgomery Clift, Elizabeth Taylor, and Shelley Winters. The film is a romantic drama with elements of tragedy and features a love triangle that leads to a shocking ending. Did you know that Montgomery Clift was involved in a car accident during the filming of this movie, which left him with severe injuries? Or that the movie is based on a novel called An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser? There are many more surprising and emotional facts about this movie that will keep you engaged throughout this video. When was the first time you watched A Place in the Sun? Was it your favorite classic Hollywood movie? We would love to hear about your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this movie. Share your stories and memories in the comments below. Montgomery Clift's performance in this movie is truly remarkable, and he became one of the most accomplished actors of his time. His portrayal of George Eastman, a young man who dreams of success and love, is both captivating and heartbreaking. A Place in the Sun is a testament to the power of cinema and the enduring impact of a good story. It is a movie that has resonated with audiences for generations and continues to inspire and captivate new viewers. So, sit back and enjoy this journey through the history and behind-the-scenes stories of A Place in the Sun. The 1951 film A Place in the Sun, directed by George Stevens, presented several production challenges. The set design was a significant aspect, with elaborate recreations of industrial landscapes in mansions. The film's opening scene features an intricate, detailed factory set, which was a challenge to construct and light appropriately. The film was shot in several locations, including the San Francisco Bay Area, Lake Tahoe, and the studio sets in Hollywood. Transporting equipment and crew to these diverse locations posed logistical challenges, especially in the era before advanced communication and transportation technologies. One of the innovative techniques employed in A Place in the Sun was the extensive use of location shooting. While location shooting was not a new concept, the scale and detail of the outdoor scenes in this film were groundbreaking. The director, George Stevens, was known for his meticulous attention to detail and insisted on authenticity in the film's settings. Another notable aspect of the production was the use of deep focus cinematography. This technique, pioneered by Greg Toland, allowed for both foreground and background elements to be in sharp focus. This style added depth and realism to the scenes, enhancing the film's overall impact. The film also employed the use of color in a significant way. The vivid Technicolor process was used to capture the contrast between the industrial, urban settings and the serene, natural landscapes. This contrast served to highlight the film's themes of aspiration, class, and the pursuit of the American dream. Despite the logistical challenges and innovative production techniques, A Place in the Sun was a critical and commercial success. It won 6 Academy Awards, including for Best Director and Best Cinematography, and is now considered a classic of American cinema.
Talk of marriage aside, the fact is that we know almost nothing about your background.
A Place in the Sun, directed by George Stevens, is a classic film that gained significant attention for its captivating storyline and the good looks of its leads, Montgomery Clift and Elizabeth Taylor. The film was honored with 6 Academy Awards and received additional nominations, which can be attributed to the exceptional performances of its cast. The story revolves around a drifter, played by Montgomery Clift, who falls in love with a high-class woman, Elizabeth Taylor. Despite the vast class difference and their involvement with other people, he is determined to have her for himself. However, his character is far from admirable, as he is portrayed as selfish, insensitive, and deceitful. Shelley Winters, who plays another worker in the factory, is treated poorly by Clift's character, despite her sweet and loving nature. Although she was not recognized by the Academy for her role, she received a statuette at the Rags for her vulnerable and heart-wrenching performance. The film's cinematography is striking, with George Stevens skillfully using close-ups to capture Elizabeth Taylor's beauty and dominance in the frame. In contrast, Shelley Winters is often filmed in the dark or from a distance, highlighting Clift's preoccupation with Taylor. While the film's appeal is largely based on the attractiveness of its leads, the love story between Montgomery Clift and Elizabeth Taylor is not particularly romantic. Montgomery Clift delivers a convincing performance, but Elizabeth Taylor falls short, failing to convey deep love for her co-star. Despite its flaws, A Place in the Sun is a classic film that has stood the test of time. Its lush black and white cinematography, captivating storyline, and strong performances make it a must-watch for any film enthusiast.
I only went to school till I was 13 years old. See?
The creation of a film score and soundtrack is a meticulous process, and the 1951 movie A Place in the Sun is no exception. The music, composed by Franz Waxman, plays a crucial role in complementing the narrative and emotional tone of the film. Waxman, an accomplished composer, was known for his ability to musically interpret a film's script and mood. For A Place in the Sun, he created a score that subtly yet powerfully enhances the story's emotional depth. The music underscores the character's longing, desperation, and tension, providing a rich backdrop to the film's visuals. The soundtrack also includes popular songs of the era, which served to ground the film in its 1950s setting. These songs, while not composed specifically for the film, are carefully chosen to resonate with the character's experiences and emotions. Waxman's approach to composing for A Place in the Sun involved understanding the film's narrative arc and the emotional journeys of its characters. He then crafted musical themes that mirrored these journeys, creating a musical narrative that parallels and enhances the film's storyline. The result is a score that subtly yet profoundly influences the viewer's emotional response to the film. It's a testament to Waxman's skill as a composer that his music feels integral to A Place in the Sun, rather than an optional addition. The score and soundtrack together create a musical tapestry that deepens the film's emotional resonance and narrative complexity.
Oh, George? I suppose you thought I'd forgotten all about you.
No, sir.
Keefe Brasselle, known for his role in A Place in the Sun, became a father in 1964 and 1965 to Rosanna and Melissa Brasselle, respectively, with Arlene DeMarco. Brasselle was associated with Burt Pugach, notorious for his violent actions towards his girlfriend and future wife, Linda Pugach. Pugach co-produced Death Over My Shoulder, featuring Brasselle and DeMarco. Their relationship was documented in the 2007 film Crazy Love. Moving on to Montgomery Clift, another actor in A Place in the Sun. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1960 at 6104 Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California. His contributions to the film industry are still recognized and appreciated today. One of the most iconic scenes in A Place in the Sun is the swimming pool scene. George Eastman, played by Montgomery Clift, and Angela Vickers, portrayed by Elizabeth Taylor, share a romantic moment in the pool, unaware that their love is threatened by George's legal troubles. The director, George Stevens, used this scene to highlight the couple's passion and their obliviousness to the impending danger. The scene is bathed in a soft, warm glow thanks to the cinematography by William C. Miller. The camera work is fluid and graceful, capturing the intimacy between George and Angela as they swim together. The underwater shots add a surreal quality, emphasizing their happiness and isolation from the world. Montgomery Clift's performance in this scene is exceptional. His facial expressions and body language convey his deep love for Angela, as well as his fear of losing her. Elizabeth Taylor matches Clift's intensity, her eyes shining with adoration and joy. Stevens later commented on the swimming pool scene, saying it was a symbol of their happiness, their complete unity. And then, of course, it becomes a symbol of their destruction. This scene indeed has a profound impact on the audience, as it encapsulates the couple's fleeting happiness and foreshadows their tragic end. Another iconic scene is the final courtroom sequence, where George's fate is decided. The stark contrast between the earlier, idyllic scenes and the cold, harsh reality of the courtroom creates a powerful emotional impact. The camera focuses on Clift's face, capturing his despair and resignation. The scene is a testament to Stevens' direction and Clift's acting prowess, leaving a lasting impression on the audience.
On the other hand, if you've just come for...
In the early stages of her career, Casey Rogers was associated with Paramount's Golden Circle, a group of up-and-coming starlets. Later, Raymond Burr gained fame for his roles in Perry Mason and Ironside, and was set to star in Kingston Confidential as an investigative reporter. However, the series was canceled after a few episodes due to negative reviews. On the other hand, Shelley Winters had a successful film career, winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress twice, for her performances in The Diary of Anne Frank and A Patch of Blue. As of 2023, she remains one of only 2 actresses to have achieved this feat, the other being Diane Wiest.
Come on, let's find a party.
The 1951 movie A Place in the Sun had a significant cultural and social impact. The film, starring Montgomery Clift, Elizabeth Taylor, and Shelley Winters, resonated with audiences due to its compelling love triangle storyline and exploration of social class divides. The film tackled relevant social themes, such as the American dream's darker side and the consequences of social inequality. Its portrayal of ambition, desire, and class conflict struck a chord with audiences, reflecting the post-war era's societal tensions and aspirations. A Place in the Sun also influenced pop culture, particularly in the realm of film noir and melodrama. Its visual style, emotional intensity, and character-driven narrative set new standards for Hollywood storytelling. The film's success contributed to the ongoing evolution of these genres and inspired future filmmakers. Moreover, the movie sparked discussions on the role of women in society. Shelley Winters' character, Alice Tripp, embodied the struggles of working-class women and the consequences they faced in pursuit of love and social mobility. This portrayal shed light on gender dynamics and societal expectations of the time. In summary, A Place in the Sun left an indelible mark on American cinema and culture. its exploration of social class, the American dream, and gender roles resonated with audiences and influenced pop culture, making it a powerful reflection of its time and a lasting contribution to film history.
I called Alice to the telephone. It was him calling.
Doctor?
Paul Frees, known for his work in 8 films included in the National Film Registry, played a role in A Place in the Sun. Meanwhile, Casey Rogers, who was considered for the lead in Forbidden, co-wrote the bewitched cookbook Magic in the Kitchen. As for Shelley Winters, she was originally considered for the female lead in Forbidden, which eventually went to Joanne Dru. A Place in the Sun, a 1951 movie, received significant critical acclaim and various awards. The film is a drama directed by George Stevens, based on Theodore Dreiser's novel An American Tragedy. Notable reviews came from influential critics such as Bosley Crowther of the New York Times, who praised the film for its extraordinary dramatic impact and superb performances. The film also gained a reputation for its impressive visual style, with Stevens' innovative use of cinemascope and color. The audience reactions were overwhelmingly positive. The film was a box office success, and viewers appreciated its compelling storyline, strong performances, and visual appeal. A Place in the Sun earned 9 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actress. It won 6 awards, including Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Costume Design. These accolades are significant for those involved in the film, as they represent the industry's recognition of their hard work and dedication. The film's success helped establish the careers of its young stars, Montgomery Clift, Shelley Winters, and Elizabeth Taylor, and solidified George Stevens' reputation as a talented and visionary director. Moreover, the film's 6 Academy Award wins demonstrate its high artistic and technical quality, making it a significant milestone in American cinema history. The awards also highlight the film's cultural impact and enduring popularity as it continues to be celebrated and studied by film scholars and enthusiasts today.
When you find a brother strongly, let her know.
Shelley Winters, an actress who once shared a Hollywood apartment with Marilyn Monroe, played a significant role in A Place in the Sun. Meanwhile, co-star Raymond Burr had a long-term companion, Robert Benavides, who he met on the set of Perry Mason. Montgomery Clift, another actor in the film, arrived with his drama coach, Mira Rostova. However, the director, George Stevens, did not allow her on set, leading Clift to consult with her discreetly. Known for his intensity, Clift would often finish scenes drenched in sweat, acknowledging the physical toll acting could take on the body.
Just the same.
The filming of A Place in the Sun was not without its challenges. Montgomery Clift, who played the lead role, was a method actor and preferred to stay in character even when the cameras weren't rolling. This often made for tense relationships with other cast members. Elizabeth Taylor, his love interest in the film, was just 17 at the time and found Clift's intense method acting intimidating. George Stevens, the director, had a unique approach to filmmaking. He would often shoot scenes from multiple angles and then piece them together in the editing room. This gave him a great deal of flexibility during post-production, but it also meant that the actors had to perform the same scene over and over again, which led to frustration and exhaustion. The famous swimming pool scene where Clift's character and Taylor's character share their first kiss was particularly challenging. The pool was freezing cold, and the water made it difficult for the actors to hear each other. Despite these difficulties, the scene turned out to be one of the most memorable in the film. The film was shot on location in California and New York. The crew faced numerous challenges, including unpredictable weather and logistical issues. Despite these challenges, the stunning locations provided a beautiful backdrop for the film's dramatic storyline. Behind the scenes, the film was also marked by a tragic event. During the filming, Montgomery Clift was involved in a car accident that left him with severe injuries. The accident occurred just a few months after the death of his close friend, actress Judy Garland. Clift's injuries required extensive surgery, and he was unable to complete some of his scenes. The film's producers had to use body doubles and special effects to complete his scenes. Despite these challenges, A Place in the Sun went on to become a critical and commercial success. The film received 9 Academy Award nominations and won 6, including for Best Director and Best Screenplay. The film's enduring legacy is a testament to the hard work and dedication of its cast and crew.
Yes, I will. Don't you worry. Everything's going to turn out all right.
Shelley Winters, known for her role in A Place in the Sun, had a lesser-known fascination with the television series Babylon 5. Meanwhile, her co-star Montgomery Clift gained recognition beyond the movie. The Clash, a punk rock band, dedicated the song The Right Profile to him on their album London Calling. Moreover, Empire magazine ranked Clift as one of the 100 sexiest stars in film history, highlighting his enduring appeal. His acting prowess continues to resonate, even among younger generations.
In that case, there's nothing to do but take you over to the Vickers house and see what your friends have to say about you.
The 1951 movie A Place in the Sun holds a significant place in film history, particularly for its exploration of social themes and innovative filmmaking techniques. The movie, directed by George Stevens, is an adaptation of Theodore Dreiser's novel An American Tragedy. It tells the story of a working-class man, George Eastman, who dreams of upward mobility and finds himself in a love triangle involving a wealthy socialite and a factory worker. The film's visual style, characterized by its expressive use of lighting and camera angles, has had a lasting impact on future filmmaking. Stevens' innovative use of close-ups and deep focus, for instance, allowed for a more immersive and engaging viewing experience. This technique has since been adopted by many filmmakers, influencing the way stories are told on screen. A Place in the Sun also marked a turning point in the representation of social issues in American cinema. The film tackled themes such as class conflict, social mobility, and the American dream, which resonated with audiences of the time and continue to be relevant today. The movie's exploration of these themes has inspired numerous subsequent works, both in film and other forms of media. For example, the 1981 film Atlantic City, directed by Louis Malle, shares similar themes of social mobility and the American dream, albeit in a different context. Furthermore, A Place in the Sun has had a lasting impact on the film industry through its exploration of complex characters and moral dilemmas. The film's protagonist, George Eastman, is a multidimensional character who grapples with his own morality and the consequences of his actions. This has inspired many filmmakers to create similarly complex and nuanced characters in their own work. Overall, A Place in the Sun has left an indelible mark on film history, influencing future filmmaking and inspiring subsequent works through its innovative visual style, exploration of social themes, and complex characters.
Speak up.
George Eastman, played by Montgomery Clift in A Place in the Sun, is often thought to be a World War II veteran of the Army Air Corps due to his leather jacket. However, the jacket's 2 grommets on the left side indicate it's actually a police officer's jacket, as worn by actor Shepperd Strudwick in the same film. Strudwick, who passed away before Ernest Graves, briefly took on the role of Victor Lord in One Life to Live in 1974. In real life, Raymond Burr, who also appeared in A Place in the Sun, has a theater named in his honor in New Westminster, British Columbia. The Columbia Theater was renamed in 2000 to pay tribute to Burr's successful career in the film industry.
This boy is on trial for the act of murder, not for the thought of murder.
In the movie industry, it's not uncommon for voice artists to take on multiple roles when dubbing foreign language films into English. Paul Frieda, for instance, was known for his work in this area, and he also provided multiple voices when replacing dialogue in Hollywood films. Elizabeth Taylor, a renowned actress, once turned down a lead role in the film 2 Mules for Sister Sarah because she preferred to shoot in Spain, where her partner Richard Burton was filming. This decision was driven by her desire to be near him, rather than accepting a role in Mexico. Anne Revere, another talented actress, played the mother of Montgomery Clift's character, George Eastman, in A Place in the Sun. Interestingly, she had also played Elizabeth Taylor's mother in the film National Velvet over a decade earlier. The connections between actors and their roles can sometimes take unexpected turns in the world of film.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
After her son Mike picked up motorcycle riding in the 1970s, actress Casey Rogers took an interest in the sport and began racing competitively. She even wrote a column on women's racing for Modern Cycle magazine and the Los Angeles Herald-Examiner, as well as feature stories on racing events. In the movie A Place in the Sun, the big U.S. manufacturers of women's swimwear, such as Colt and Jansen, can be seen carefully packaging each bathing suit in a colorful box lined with tissue paper. This practice is also depicted in the 1963 film Donovan's Reef. Elizabeth Taylor, who stars in A Place in the Sun, has been featured on over 1,000 magazine covers around the world. Her stunning beauty and acting talent have made her one of the most iconic and enduring figures in Hollywood history.
We're in trouble. Real trouble. I think.
We'd love to hear about your personal connections to the 1951 classic A Place in the Sun. How has this film touched you or influenced your view of cinema? Share your memories and experiences with us. Let's engage in a lively discussion about this timeless movie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. Your support helps us keep the conversation going. Let's dive into the world of A Place in the Sun together.
It's a small town, Mr. Kelly, and any scandal would hurt my